Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah, I wanted to get this one off, man. You know, everybody gonna be celebrating later on. You know what I'm saying? What up, Yamar? Uncensored, what it do? Happy New Year to you, bro. Yes, Charlene Evans, Happy New Year. Huh? But yo, let's get into this. Hold up, get rid of this real quick. Get rid of that real quick. Yeah, man. My gripe with the offense. It's Matrix. Happy New Year to you. Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to get into this about this offense, man, about Shoddy, really, man. And our coaching staff, period. That's what hey, hey, Miss Matrix. That's what your boy hold on. I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
On Shoddy and how much can he bring change to this offense?
You know, that's a good word. I don't necessarily would think it's quote unquote change. I think it's just sprinkling his way about going and doing things. I think he's gonna take some of McCarthy's foundation and then he's gonna add some of what he's got and kind of like just gel it all together.
How do you not say, forget it, F it? Let me throw to Dak. Let me throw to Dak to CD, Dak to George Pickens. It's easy as a play call not to fall in love. You see, Pickens get the ball off the top of people's head. CD is still unguardable. I got Kayvon Cavante Turpin right here. How do you say, I want to wing it with these guys?
Well, I do. I just don't in the preseason. You know, I do. I can't wait. And that doesn't mean we're not going to be physical. But again, I do. I get excited. I lay in bed at night and I'm like, oh, we got some dudes out there. Those guys know how to ball. And so it's one of the things where you're like, okay, and it does happen, man. It happened in the scrimmage. I did it in the scrimmage. I did it in the game the other night. Said, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't. And, you got those two voices talking. And it was like, do it. And I did.
Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win.
That's who said that, Miss Matrix. That's Shoddy. What did that coaching staff do this season? Who gonna come raid this coaching staff? They don't even this whole coaching staff don't even need to be here next season. Hell nah. Nate Dogg, what's good, bro? What's up, man? He said Clarence Hill is a day. Yes, he is. He up there too. What up, Devil Dog? 805 Vaughn, what's happening? Keep crying, Shotty. K man, what it do, man? What's happening? 881 is impressive that Dak can still get a 500 record with an extra game. Makes no sense for him to play the last three. Nope. He shouldn't even play the last 3 games. Not at all, bro. Devil Dog, nobody wants our bum ass staff. Right. See, him and Dak, they be talking plenty shit, bro. Both of them. Man, this dude here, boy, I'm like, man.
What's your thoughts on Shoddy and how much can he bring change to this offense?
You know, that's a good word. I don't necessarily would think it's quote unquote change. I think it's just sprinkling his way about going and doing things. I think he's gonna take some of
he's taking some of Shotty. He taking some of Mike McCarthy stuff and mixing it with his stuff. So they basically running goddamn Mike McCarthy shit. Now, Mike McCarthy was, but he was trying to make Dak a prolific passer and not run the ball. But Shotty said he was going to run the ball just like Mike McCarthy said he was going to run the ball when Kellen Moore was gone. So Shotty lying, just like Mike McCarthy lied. Like, bro, man, Shotty need to be gone, man. This first year head coach, no excuse bullshit, man. He need to go, bro. He needs to go.
McCarthy's foundation, and he's going to add some of what he's got and kind of like just gel it all together.
How do you not say, forget it, F it? Let me throw to Dak. Let me throw to Dak to CD, Dak to George Pickens. It's easy as a play call.
And this is exactly why Javonte Williams didn't have more rushing yards and more rushing TDs. This is it right here. But we're going to run the ball. We're going to be physical.
To fall in love. You see, Pickens catch the ball off the top of people's head. CD is still unguardable. I got Kevontae Turpin right here. How do you say? I want to wing it with these guys.
Well, I do. I just don't in the preseason. You know, I do. I can't wait. And that doesn't mean we're not going to be physical. But again, I do. I get excited. I lay in bed at night and I'm like, oh, we got some dudes out there. Those guys know how to ball. And so it's one of the things where you're like, okay, and it does happen, man. It happened in the scrimmage. I did it in the scrimmage. I did it in the game the other night. I said, don't do this. Don't do this. And, you got those two voices talking. And it was like, do it. And I did.
Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. Because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches.
Hey, Devil Dog, don't it make you sick, man? The same old thing, same bullshit. He talks shit just like Dak talks shit. And none of them back that shit talking up. None of them back it up. He don't back it up with coaching. We need to go ahead and cut our losses with Dak and goddamn Schottenheimer and Eberflus. We need to cut our this shit is ridiculous, man.
We're going to win.
This shit is ridiculous. Man, I've been on this shit, though. They cut our losses short, man. I've been on this shit. All on. So when people talk about all I do is hate on Dak, no, I talk about coaching staff. I talk about other players. I talk about Jerry Jones, too. I've been on this shit, bro. I've been on this shit. My thing is on the coaches. And this coaching staff, to me, I mean, first of all, you got Brian Schottenheimer, who's never been a head coach. He didn't even call plays when he was with us. Now we got a first-time head coach getting ready to call plays. I'm talking about, when I say get ready, I'm talking about a real game, because these preseason games, bro, he looking like he a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? Being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, bro. This ain't no, I don't know. And then on top of that, who was that? Clayton Adams? an offensive coordinator. This is his first time calling plays. So we got an offensive coordinator, first time being an offensive coordinator with Clayton Adams, and it's the first time he calling plays. We got a head coach, first time head coach who didn't even call plays when they were with us. Never called plays as a head coach. Then we got Matt Eberflus on the defense, defensive coordinator, and they kicked his ass up out of Chicago.
In 70 years of coaching at all three levels, I've never seen dysfunction that cost a team an opportunity to win the game.
Wow.
Obviously, he's got a rookie quarterback, and different teams do it different way. I handle clock management and timeouts. Sometimes the quarterback and the coach does it. Sometimes the coach has a coach in the box talking to him about clock management. But when Eberflus saw that they were off track and there was dysfunction, he should have called timeout. He says he wanted to communicate to the rookie quarterback the throw and out route, stop the clock, then call the timeout.
They did not.
That was never communicated.
The communication was off.
That was
Regardless of what the chain of command was, Eberflus has the ability to say, call timeout.
Call timeout.
They were saying, shoot, he was the first head coach ever in Chicago Bears history to fire a coach in mid-season. He was the first one. So what the fuck does tell you about our coaching staff? They said this guy, Matt Eberflus, had poor player evaluation, bad in situational football, poor clock management. They said this dude completely had lost the locker room. He had players like arguing face to face, about to ready to jump on this guy. And this is we got a defensive coordinator, man. See, man, I've been on this shit, bro. All I get in my comments about, oh, you hate that. That's all you talk about. Nah, bro. I be on this coaching staff too. Y'all just don't want to look at them videos. Anytime I say something about Dak, though, they flock to the lies. They flock to the comments in my videos. But I've been on Eberflus and Schottenheimer. Neither one of them to me was a good hire. But it's about being Dak friendly and all that bullshit. See? I've been on his neck. First time coach calling plays as a head coach. First time OC. First time OC calling plays for the first time. I mean, you know, in that atmosphere. Because he says, Brian Schottenheimer said something about, I'm gonna play a clip. The clip that I got when he talking about we're gonna win. And other teams are gonna come get our coaches. It was during that press conference. He said some things about what he's doing with the coaches. But I'm saying this was before preseason started. Y'all remember when he said that shit? Hold up, you for real? You serious, Jamar? The Packers, they picked up Diggs. but about that Diggs and Parsons situation, man, I remember I made a video about those guys and they didn't put Dak in their top 5, bro. I made a video about that shit. They didn't put Dak in their top 5. And you know, I know y'all remember when Diggs got told Dak to shut his bitch ass up. Hey, he might have went to the Packers. That'd be some funny ass shit, bro. For real, straight up. Straight up. So we got these coaches, and when they get to a preseason, this is what you showing? That other teams are going to come take them from us? Man, please, I'm going to play a couple clips, y'all, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, when Eberflus was with Chicago. And, you know, the different, you know, reports of what he was doing there. You know what I'm saying? Why some of them was glad he was gone. But it's just,
kind of crazy to me that how he was talking that shit about having his coaches to where other teams want to go, you know what I'm saying, take him off our team. It's like, it's not looking that good, bro. It's not looking that good. Let's go.
New coaching staff with a lot of young guys who don't know each other, have not known each other. What's been the challenges and the progress you've seen in them, John?
One thing that we pride ourselves on doing as a staff, and when I say the staff, talking about myself and the coordinators, we always want to coach the coaches. We look for opportunities for the younger coaches to get up and
Hold on.
Hold up, Miss Majors. Nah. Yeah, you just talk about Dak the most, probably because you get the views, like you said. Should be thanking that man for getting paid. Nope. I don't get more views talking about Dak. Y'all just only come to the channel when y'all hear me talk about him. I have other videos that do more than some of the videos I did about Dak. Nah. I talked about Dak and shit. I was pumping Dak up when I first got on here. What you talking about? Saying about that?
Brian, so who coaching you? Boy.
in front of position groups and lead meetings and do things. And we give them projects all the time because we're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get rated and people are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win. And so the thought is you develop the guys in the building that you believed in enough to hire and bring here and begin to talk about your culture and your vision and things like that. And then you give them opportunities to watch them teach and watch them run the defensive back room or the linebacker room. And then you give them feedback. And that feedback sometimes is criticism. Hey, do this better. But a lot of times it's more, well, what were you thinking? You know, like, for example, Clayton today, he's not a young coach, but him calling plays today, you know, at the other end of the field, like he's never called plays before. So I asked him how it went. He said, man, you're good.
Hold on. That's what we're talking about, Clayton Adams. He's our offensive coordinator, and he's trying to get him to learn how to call plays. This guy never called plays before. So what is going to be Clayton Adams' job? Let's be real. What's the purpose? What's going on with that shit?
I got messed up on one. Would have been a timeout, But I think, we're always trying to develop everybody. And we've got some tremendous young coaches. And what they bring in energy and juice, we want to reward that energy and juice that they bring every day by giving them valuable football knowledge that makes them a better coach, more seasoned in fundamentals, better with scheme, better understanding. And I think that's a huge part of the position I sit in, to make sure you're always developing your staff from top to bottom.
I don't know. I really don't believe in this guy. I'm sorry. I don't believe in his staff. We hurting real bad at cornerback. I mean, we just picking people up off the street. We're picking people up from third and fourth string off other teams. That run game, he still haven't really shown to me really that they're going to really run the ball. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna we're gonna play a couple clips of what these Chicago Bear people were talking about with Matt Eberflus when they wanted his ass up out of there.
We got some breaking news from the NFL where the Chicago Bears have fired their head coach, Matt Eberflus. That's the latest from our NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. Offensive coordinator Thomas Brown will take over for the rest of the season. It closes the book on Eberflus after 3 seasons and a 14-32 record in Chicago. That final defeat came on Thanksgiving Day yesterday in Detroit. We all saw it, where there was some costly clock management in the final seconds that cost the Bears a chance to at least tie and maybe a win there against Detroit. More of this, want to bring in Jonathan Jones and JJ. A lot of us thought yesterday there was frustration after what we saw in that clock management there, leading to that loss. There's 6 in a row. Your thoughts on this news this morning?
Brandon, it's not a surprise, right? It's really, really hard to lose that way, and not just lose that way on Thanksgiving Day, but to have lost the way that they have the previous 2 games, right? Like, that's critical to logic. That they didn't handle it the right way. They go,
Bro. Now we got this guy over here. He's gonna lead our defense. I don't know about y'all, bro, but I don't see this coaching staff being top notch, ready to go up against Philadelphia Thursday night, bro. You gonna see. Let me play another clip, man. Let me play one more clip of this guy.
Well, today we're getting reaction from former Bears head coach Matt Eberflus for the first time since he was fired. In a statement, he says, in part, quote, "I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the players for all of their effort, dedication, and resilience. What I'm most proud of was the way you carried yourself both on and off the field and have represented the Bears organization with class in the community. To the fans, thank you for your support and your passion. I will always have a deep appreciation for the Bears organization and the city of Chicago." This is the first time the Bears have ever fired a head coach in the middle of the season.
Wow.
The final straw appears to have been poor clock management that led to the team's loss in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day.
When things go well, I credit the players before I credit the coaches. This is the NFL. When things go poorly, I also look to hold players accountable. They just have not been on the same page with this staff over the course of the first 12 games of the season.
Matt Eberflus finishes his Bears coaching tenure with 14 wins and 32 losses. Most fans
Wow. This guy was 14 and 33. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Their display in these first 2 preseason games is probably going to be repetitive in this 3rd preseason game. They got to get better at coaching.
Man, I've been saying that shit. Been saying that shit. Come on, man. We ain't going nowhere with those guys. That's why hashtag Brian Flores should be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys in 2026. That's culture changing. That's fucking culture changing. Well, that's what we need. That's what I think we should have for us to succeed and get back to Super Bowl winning. That shit is crucial, man. And I don't think I have my doubts about the I have my doubts about. Hold on, let me get back. Yeah, I got another video, but I got my doubts about the organization and making moves like that. But that's the type of move we need to get past this bullshit. That's the exact type of move we need. Another clip, man, I'm gonna get into about this Shouty shit, man. Boy. So Cook saying he wasn't used right. But he kind of still wanted to come back to the Cowboys with Schottenheimer and Dak, but he felt like he wasn't used properly. Is that to the lack of the quarterback that we had back there that couldn't give him the ball deep consistently? We weren't running no motion, getting him on the move, or none of that type shit. But yeah, now they going after goddamn Pickens. They trading on Pickens like they trade on Brandon Cooks, all because of Dak Prescott.
What you given, and so for me, I mean, I can roll. It don't matter what year it is, I can roll. So to be able to go out there and go catch the deep ball, be moved around, motioned around a lot, like a lot of these offenses is going to be important, and that's going to show. That's going to show.
Are the Cowboys one of the teams you're still talking to?
Oh yeah. You know, talk with Will the other day. that door's not shut. Absolutely not. Like I said, I got a lot of love for those guys in the locker room. I think Shotty's going to do a heck of a job. Putting his face to it. Dak is still one of the top quarterbacks in this league. And they know how I feel about them, and they know how I feel about the organization. And so we're just going to see how it goes.
You brought up Shotty. I mean, obviously you knew Shotty, a couple of years. Obviously when he first got there, your first year, I think he was working with the defense, and last year, last couple of years, he's been with, the offensive coordinator. What's your thoughts on Shotty, and how much can he bring change to this offense?
That's a good word. I don't necessarily would think it's going to change. I think it's just sprinkling.
See, that's the problem right there. The offense didn't change. That's the problem right there. Like, Dak has had basically the same offense since he done came in the league, and we still ain't did shit. Yes, that offense he running since he damn near came in the league 2016 put up points. There's been years when we had the number one offense, but that shit ain't produced no goddamn deep playoff runs.
I think it's going to change. I think it's just sprinkling his way about going and doing things. I think he's going to take some of McCarthy's foundation, and then he's going to add some of what he's got, and kind of like just gel it all together. He has a lot of energy. He's going to bring the energy every single day. He's going to bring the best.
He's going to take some of Mike McCarthy stuff and mix it in with what he does. Bro, who do we got a head coach, bro? He don't even have his own original ideas.
Out his players, so I look forward to just seeing him in that position, in that role. I think he's going to do a great job.
Right now, man, I don't think he is, man. I think Shotty, man, he will not prioritize the run for nothing in the fucking world. And I'm going to get into this next clip as why he doesn't prioritize the run.
Pickens catch the ball off top of his head. CD is still on the guard. How do you say, I want to win it with these guys?
Well, I do.
I just don't in the preseason. I know you're not going to reveal all of your plans offensively, but we see Dak Prescott under center a lot. We see Dak Prescott off of being under center, getting out of the pocket a lot. Just to my eyes, he looks better physically than a year ago. How do you compare and contrast the way that he's just moving around?
Well, I think he's moving around really well.
What up, Spencer?
Incredibly hard to get
What's
back.
good, brother?
He looks great. He's leaned up.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you, man. I've been showing some shit, man, but I've been on this shit about that. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Just trying to give ourselves the ability to be multiple on offense. We know he can play from the gun. We've played mostly from the gun over the last couple of years. Are we going to play more from under center? I don't know. I'm not going to share that with you guys. But it's cool to see that he does have the ability to do that.
It's funny because
You better be funny. This is what we do. So anytime he says it's funny, it's interesting, we reply,
Man, these three Slurpees up here, bro. Oh my God. And Jesse Holly be flip-flopping. He flip-flopped so much about Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, it don't even make no damn sense. But Kavanaugh and Clarence Hill, two of the biggest Slurpees on the chart.
it better be funny or it better be interesting.
That's what you said. I got mad at you about. How do you not say, forget it? Let me throw the Dak. Let me throw the Dak to CD, Dak to George Pickens. It's easy as a play call not to fall in love. You see, Pickens catch the ball off top of his head. CD is still on the guard. I got Devontae Turpin right here. How do you say, I want to win it with these guys?
Well, I do.
I just don't in the preseason.
Wow. I'm telling you, he was saying this before the season started. And where he was saying, look how giddy he is. Look how they laughing about that shit, bro. This guy is not gonna prioritize the run. We don't have no identity on offense. Well, yes, we do. Slaying the ball with Pickens and Lamb from Dak. That's the identity. And where has that gotten us? That shit ain't got us nowhere.
Yo, this shit was all foreseen, man. This season is not a surprise to anybody
No, it's not. To not
that
guys
critically.
like you and me.
We called when Shotty got hired. I made a joke on Fifth Channel. I was like, "Oh man, we going 17-0 now, Super Bowl bound," and everybody just busts out laughing because they know we was gonna be ass. And you got people out there talking about give Shotty another season. And I'm like,
Yeah, man.
You don't have time to play around with learning on the job, man. You got a 10-year vet, CeeDee Lamb contract. You got 2 more years with this dude. Tyler Smith gonna want more money soon.
They still ain't signed Brandon Aubrey.
And these motherfuckers talking about letting Brandon Aubrey walk. What? You got fans that's literally like sign Pickens over Aubrey.
Are you kidding me? He's the one that's been keeping us in games. He's the one that's been scoring in the second half of these games. First half of these games, too.
I like points over yards any day of the week.
Man, come on, bro. Points win games.
Yes.
Yards ain't shit.
Man, I try to tell people, look at Dak Prescott lead the league in yards. What that got you? Yards don't win games. I saw Matthew Stafford almost throw for 500 yards and lose 2 weeks ago.
Sure hell did. He sure hell did.
That shit does not win games, man. You got to score touchdowns.
And all we put up is 3 and outs and field goals.
Listen, and they probably broke the fucking kicker. Like Devil Dog said, he's falling off. And it sucks for Aubrey because that's the way he's going to be remembered ending the season going into contract negotiations.
That's crazy, though.
It's that you done missed 4 kicks in the last 3 weeks. And
That's
man,
another
look,
excuse for Dak.
a kicker is supposed to kick 3, maybe 4 times a game. They got this motherfucker out there 6, 7 times a game. This sorry ass coaching
What was
staff.
that game
man.
he kicked? He had 6 attempts and made
And missed
4
2.
of them.
Yeah, he missed 2.
And they
And
won.
we lost that game. They blamed the fucking kicker.
Right. Exactly.
Man. And this coaching staff, man, I was not a fan of Shotty when he got hired. When he got hired, I was like, who? I forgot he was on the fucking team. How you make somebody a head coach who couldn't even call plays last year? The offensive coordinator and title only.
He didn't call plays. 2 of the season he was OC, bro. He didn't call no plays. It was still Mike McCarthy.
They hired him because he agreed to maintain Dak Prescott's offense. And they knew by bringing him in that they didn't have to put pressure on their quarterback to be better. That's why he's here.
That's facts right there, bro. That's facts. That's facts all the way.
And you got Brandon Cooks up there hyping his ass up, and they got rid of his ass before he even took dumbass.
That's what I was saying. I said that shit in my video. I said, well, they must have want your ass there.
Dumbass.
He up there talking about them all good and shit. I'm like, dude.
They shipped his ass out immediately after that. He walked out the room. They say, here you go. Here's your ticket down.
All because of Dak, though.
Yeah.
All because of Dak. Bro.
They tried to, man, Brandon Cooks is balling right now, man. They sat up there telling us that he wasn't that good here.
He balled against that game against the Eagles. Shit, it wasn't his fault why they didn't win, though. But he
What
balled.
I think he hit over 100 yards that game.
Yeah, yeah, he balled. He caught the deep passes from what's damn quarterback for Buffalo?
Allen?
Josh Allen. And then and what's crazy is it was a game we had Cooks against Buffalo when Cooks went deep and Dak missed his ass. He was wide open deep. It would have been a touchdown uncensored. And he missed them consistently.
This is Dak, man. I remember what was the one little speedster that we had?
Tavon Austin?
Tavon Austin. Dak Prescott could not hit that dude wide open down the field to save his fucking life. And you could put that fucking ball on a parachute and drop it to Tavon Austin. He still couldn't hit it. Go a walk-off touchdown, man. Just overthrew that dude by 10 yards.
He could never hit Cooks consistently in his game. That's why he said he wasn't used properly. He said that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so what was it then, Cooks? Was it the coaching staff and not drawing up plays for your talent and your skills, or they did and the quarterback just couldn't complete the passes to you? But he has some of that too, because he's supposed to be in charge of audibles and goddamn checks. So he's responsible for, coordinating that so he can have time to throw the ball from the tackles. They complain about steal all the time, but isn't Dak in charge of goddamn calling audibles and checks to make sure he got the proper protection?
Dak is a just run the play guy, man. Dak don't fucking call audibles. All that showmanship that's going on at the offensive line, all he's doing is calling out protections. He's not changing the play. That kill shit, telling them to go to the run play, that ain't changing the fucking play. Every play that's called in has a run option. And every run that's called in has a quick pass option if they stack the box. That's all. Kill just means they go to the opposite play. The rest of it is line calls.
That's not manipulating the defense.
Absolutely not.
What the fuck?
For a 10-year vet, when the head coach does not know the defense that's going to be on the field when he calls in that play. When you break the huddle and you line up and you go, oh shit, they got us beat. The quarterback's job is to then put you in the right play to beat the defense he's looking at. And Dak Prescott can't do that.
He hasn't shown he can do it.
And Shotty has been fucking awful as an OC and head coach, man.
Terrible, bro. He's been terrible to me, man. I said it. I just showed my videos when he was hired. I was like, man, this.
Yo, if Shotty was winning games and he was losing close games against competitive teams, and we were going into this game, win or go home, I'd be like, all right, maybe I can deal with him. But your team was eliminated from the playoffs 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, what are you holding on to? This dude got eliminated with 20% of the season still left to go. Why are so many people holding on to this dude? And now they talking about giving the coach play calling to Clayton Adams. He's never done it.
He's never, and then even goddamn the video I showed with Schottenheimer, he said he was just testing with Clayton Adams and calling plays. He's never called plays. So we got a head coach that never called plays, and we're gonna get an OC up in there to call plays who never did it, and he's still teaching them, but he learning from a guy who can't call plays.
Every coach on this staff is a fucking loser. They've never won shit, but they're trying to tell people how to win something. Explain that to me. How you don't come from a winning organization. You don't have a winning lineage behind you.
No winning pedigree at all.
But you gonna come in here and say that ain't the way you win football games. How the hell can you tell a player that you don't know how to win football games? It's fucking sad and depressing, man. The Cowboys just take whatever the fuck is thrown at them, and the fans just bend over and let these Cowboys ram it up their ass every fucking offseason, and they do it with a smile on their face, man. They get a colonoscopy of Cowboy bullshit every fucking offseason, and I guarantee you, by June and July, everybody gonna be talking about playoffs with this fucking team. And draft picks are going to be crowned the next such and such. Every fucking person, man. We draft an edge. Oh, man, this is going to be the next fucking Charles Haley. This
Look
is
how
the
many
next DeMarcus
videos come
Lawrence.
out about him. All the videos that's going to come out about him.
They did the same shit with Azaraku. Oh, man, he got the same build as Micah Parsons, the same speed and all of that shit. That motherfucker barely get a sack in the whole fucking season. 3 sacks? Oh, lighting the ass motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
They just
he
get
like
pushed around, man.
I made a video about him too, man. I'm still waiting for him to be, that guy who they brought and put on the other side to do that. With his he's not a big guy, and he be getting bullied a lot, bro. I've been watching him, man. He get bullied a lot.
I heard people tell me when we had Micah Parsons, man, Micah Parsons got the highest pressure rate in the entire league. And I go, okay, that's fine. If he has the highest pressure, but you got somebody with less pressures, with more sacks, what does that tell you?
I want the sacks.
You got to finish the fucking play,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Getting in somebody's face don't matter. This is horseshoes and hand grenades. The only time that shit matters. You waved your hand in front of the quarterback's face as he threw a 50-yard bomb down the field for completion. What pressure did that do? Pressure
don't mean shit, man.
Pressure is a made-up fucking stat to make mediocre fucking players seem more important.
That's facts, bro.
How do you determine the pressure? Is it 1 yard away from the quarterback? Is it 3 yards away from the quarterback? Does the quarterback have to move? Like what determines when the quarterback is under pressure? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the pressure for Tom Brady is different than the pressure for Peyton Manning. It's different from pressure with Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
It's different than the pressure in front of Dak Prescott. Pressure up the middle is different than pressure on the side. So if you looping around the side and all I got to do is step up to miss you, is that really pressure? Because that's how I'm taught as a quarterback, is to step up into the pocket. You ran your ass all the way around me now. So I step up into a clean pocket with no pressure. But that's counted as a fucking pressure. You got to finish the play. That's like running a 99-yard run and fumbling through the back of the end zone. You got 99 yards, but now you turned the fucking ball over. That shit don't matter, man.
Nope.
Finish the fucking play.
At all.
And that's the same shit. That's the same shit I say about Dak Prescott. 500 yards, great. You didn't finish the fucking game because you didn't win.
Oh, that tie was a win. You know that tie was a win.
Only the Cowboy fans.
That tie
Only
with
the
Green
Cowboy
Bay,
fans, man.
that was a win. That was a win for Dak.
Tell you, man. I said, what did I say? Like 8 weeks ago, I said only the Cowboys can finish 8-1 in a fucking odd number of games. Ass, man.
But
Jerry Jones has gotten lazy. He's gotten lazier and lazier, and he takes the easy route out every single time. We can't scout worse shit, so just go out there and grab Pickens. We can't scout worse shit on defensive line, so we're gonna trade for this person. Like, why can't we bring in young talent? You have to draft when you give somebody $60 million fucking dollars. You can't keep going out and getting expensive veterans. You can't have everybody on this team making $20 million. We got rid of Diggs. Great. You're going to have to draft a corner because any veteran corner is going to be either ass and a castaway like Diggs was.
Like Elam.
Or you're going to have to break the fucking bank to bring him in. Good player. What up, Derek?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, guys. I'm just here to listen. Keep going, sir. Keep going.
But
Yeah,
good players is not sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. They're already on the fucking planes talking contracts. Like everybody wanted to get Stephon Gilmore back in here. In week 4, I'm like, if Stephon Gilmore still had it, he would have been in training camp. You don't let good players sit at home all fucking year long and they're just waiting on you. It don't work like that. This is the NFL. Every team outside of the Cowboys want to win.
Yep.
And so they always basement shopping and looking through the fucking recently retired list.
But you know why though?
Somebody coming here from
it's because of that contract of Dak Prescott, bro. And Jerry said that shit.
He told him that. He said you're gonna have to win with less.
The thing I love about Jerry being old now is that the filter's off. He can't hide like he used to. So, like you said, he just came out and admitted it. And man, since you're on a roll, so I don't want to interrupt you. Keep going.
No,
you keep going, man.
I just I hate when people say we negative. How am I negative when I tell you the truth? How about the Cowboys stop being fucking negative then? Because if I tell you what's gonna happen, if I told, like I heard this line, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, just shut the fuck up and hook it up. Because everything we talked about with this team came true this offseason. Everything. We talked about trading Micah Parsons. We talked about getting rid of Diggs. We told everybody this was going to be a fucking historically bad offseason. We didn't believe in Shoddy.
Yep.
People told us we was fucking haters. And that Pickett, I'm like, dude, Pickens quit. I know what quitting looks like in football. Quitting. He quit for 2 straight weeks on this team.
That's why I wear my crown. I wear that crown, King of the Dak haters.
And y'all want to give him $100 million fucking dollars, and you don't think that when you put $100 million into research Albert Hainsworth. I'm telling y'all, man. You better watch the fuck out when you guarantee money to lazy fucking players and players that play based off of shitty emotion.
He's the prime example of that.
And I argued with somebody. I forget what stream I was on, and dude tell me, "Oh no, you be like that with a bad quarterback too." I said, "No, I won't. He don't affect how I do my job. If you go to work right now and the guy next to you is a piece of shit, and you decide, oh well, he's a sorry asshole, so I'm not gonna do my job right. Guess who's gonna get fired first?
Yeah.
You can't let. I said when Pickens goes in to negotiate his contract, they gonna zoom in right on his ass. They're not gonna pay attention to Dak. They're gonna look at him and be like, "Why you jogging on this route?
Mm-hmm.
Where was the effort on this? Why can't you block for a running back coming around the end?" They ain't got nothing to do with Dak Prescott.
He is the modern day Andre Rison, man. All the talent in the world, but don't want to put in the work.
When we got him, I said Pickens has the talent of a number 1 wide receiver, but the mentality of a 3rd or 4th wide receiver.
Yep. That's why I use that analogy. I mean, you go back to Andre Rison's career. I mean, it was him and they're talking him and Jerry, and of course we both know how that story went. Jerry obviously wanted to put the work in, and Andre did not. And rest is history. But man, look, you're just talking to the choir on this. The thing is, no one wants to constructively look at their team and say, okay, this is what we do good, this is what we do bad. They don't want to hear that. They just want to, sing kumbaya about it. Oh, Dak threw. I don't care if Dak threw for 8,000 yards in the season. That doesn't mean anything. It's the end result.
Hell no.
I'm not saying he could. I'm just saying if he did, I wouldn't care.
No, I'm just saying, I get your point. Even if he do throw for 8,000, and man, it don't matter because he's not finishing out the season.
Go right now to ESPN.com and go to standings and tell me where they put yards at on that damn list. They don't
wins and losses.
They go wins, losses, points for, points against, divisional record, common opponents. They don't mention shit about yards.
I was remembering when you were bringing up Diggs about the yards allowed after, from
another made up fucking stat.
I love that because I thought about that and I was like, not only are you right, but it's just that once again the Cowboys have this light on us that anything they do, they're going to find an excuse for as to why they can't get the job done. It's not, hey, we didn't get the right personnel, we didn't get the right groupings of people. There's always some player we're going to blame, this or that. I mean, you look at the Patriots, their first 2 wins in the Super Bowl. I mean, those receivers are no, but who the hell is what's his name? David Patton and Troy Brown. Who are they?
Yep.
I mean,
man,
those
I
are
guarantee you they had to pawn they fucking Super Bowl rings because they was fucking nobodies. I guarantee you can find that shit on eBay or something like that.
Guarantee it. And because they built a quality team. That team, especially the first Super Bowl they won, that was a team. There's no superstars really. It was just a team, and they were built well. The '90s Cowboys, yes, they had star power on it, but they were a team. I mean, when they lost, they got pissed off, like Uncensored's talking about. I mean, you just can't stand the idea of losing, and you just keep going and keep going at it. There's some people who just have that drive, and that's the kind of people you want to keep looking for, man. You want to find people that just cannot stand the idea that they lost. They can't stand they lost on a rep. I mean,
We need a winner's mentality all through this organization.
Y'all
man.
want to know something? Jimmy Johnson hated losing so bad that he damn near benched Troy Aikman.
Yeah, we saw that with the
in the beginning of his career. He didn't realize how bad Troy Aikman also hated losing, that he was willing to bench his fucking #1 overall draft pick.
Yep.
You need coaches and players in here that hate the fucking lose, man.
You know, I mean, you said the other day, I mean, Jerry Rice loses the Super Bowl, he's already running up the stadium steps after the game. I mean, it's just a mindset, man. And I don't think these teams have it. I mean, you know,
mindset.
I mean, I see it with CD. Like, I've been critical of CD, and I know CD has all the talent in the world. I saw him improve his craft for the most part. But there's that other level, the thing that I think that makes you a Hall of Famer. That thing
He don't have it.
He doesn't have that, because I see some plays where I'm like, you know, I think you could do it, but he just doesn't. You know what I mean? He just doesn't do that next level. I mean, say what you can look at any player. Look at like with Michael Irvin. Was he the fastest? No. Did he run the best routes? No. But man, he fought for that ball. I mean, you know, he did everything he could in terms of catching that ball. I mean, think about it. I mean, you know, that one time they go into the first Super Bowl, he wanted the ball so bad. He saw it. Wait a minute. Every time we've done this route combination, it went to the slant. And he switches with Alvin Harper, and then Alvin Harper gets the pass, you know. But I mean, think of the kind of player that is. You want the ball, you want it. No one else matters. I mean, you don't see that with CD, where you know, give me the damn ball. I mean, everyone makes fun of Keyshawn for that, but there's a mentality for that.
He wanted to fucking win.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, we don't have that. I don't see that with Dak. I mean, you know, like you said, Tony Romo made the comment, hey, if the worst thing for me is I lost a playoff game, I had a good career. I mean, that's a loser mindset. Dak Prescott telling us as fans to get off the bus. I mean,
when Romo said that too, man, I thought that was some bullshit, man.
Yo, that starts from the top, because Jerry Jones, after a fucking we lost, I think it was to the Redskins at the time. He told us after Thanksgiving, just go home, enjoy your turkey, and enjoy your family. They don't give a fuck about that. He looked and he was like, man, this place sold out. They done ran out of beer and nachos. They sold every fucking thing they can. He's happy because he I guarantee you, he's got some little iPad or Microsoft Surface tablet or something like that where he can pull up and see the sales for the day and all of that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, look, we made $750,000 off this game already.
Yeah, I mean, look. I'm talking in high school. We had a coach in high school that even we won the game, if we didn't perform to the level he expected us to play, he was not happy. We were running laps after the game.
Yep.
And we won. And he was like, and we're like, what's the problem? It's like, you didn't play as hard as you could. So,
there's a clip of Ed Reed when he was Miami Hurricane, and they were up at halftime, 21-10. And he is literally, you can see him in the locker room. He cussing everybody out. We playing like shit. This is not how we play. Guess how they won? Savage sent me the clip earlier today. Guess what they won the game at? 41-10. They never let another fucking point go on the board.
Damn.
That's not being satisfied with just being good. They want to be great. And that's why Ed Reed is one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL.
That's right.
We don't have right now. If you look at our team, who is great? Give me all the way. We'll start at the executive office. Start with the guy who puts his name on the checks, and go all the way down to the water boy. Who is great on this team?
The kicker.
And that's debatable right now.
Yeah. Well, I can't say that because you know what we talked about. I think the kicker at this point, ask him to kick us as far away as he's had. I mean, that's a lot to ask for Uncensored. I mean, come on. I mean, let's be real.
I'm not debating it, but that was Brandon Aubrey's claim to fame was that you can get to 50 yards and count on him. You can get any kicker to kick from 40.
Yeah.
You can get a whole lot of kickers to kick from 40. He was supposed to be a weapon because he can get you from 50 to 59 consistently. And if he can't get you from 50 to 59 consistently, then he ain't worth $7, $8, $9 million a year.
According to who?
Yeah.
Because at that point, you can go out there and draft kickers and find kickers that can kick you from 40 to 41 to 49.
Why were we depending on him to be consistent at 50+ yard field goals?
That's the problem right there.
That's why I kind of defend him on that, because I'm just kind of like, you know what, that's just, you can't depend on that. I mean, like I said, if you get like 8 or 9 of those a year, you're good, But asking him to do more, come on.
They asked him to do 3 of them in one game. You're supposed to try 3 or 4 the entire year, like you said.
I mean, it's just not fair to him. That's why I say, when you ask me who's great, I think that's really all we got. Maybe the punter.
Our long snapper hasn't fucked up one time.
There you go. But and the thing is, we're talking about special teams players. You're not talking about your wide receivers, the offensive line. They all have little quirks. I mean, Tyler Smith.
Our kickoffs are the worst, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. But Tyler Smith, he's
okay.
He's okay. Tyler Booker, we don't know yet. Obviously, first year, he's looking pretty good. I like some of the nastiness I see out of him at times, but once again, you got to continue to do the work. BB, he's
okay.
not healthy. Yeah, he's not healthy. I mean, he's had health issues.
I don't see much difference between him and Brock Hoffman when they both play center.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's bothering me. The fact that you said that. I really thought BB had more strength to bring, but I'm starting to wonder about that. And you go to defense. I'm not going to talk about Clark and Quentin Williams because they just came in, so I can't really talk about them. So, and like you said, look at the guys that they drafted. I mean, the offensive line. Defensive line, nothing there. Linebackers, we went over that. Corners, obviously surgery's gone around, and then they coached things. They uncoached what was important for those players. Your safeties are long in the tooth. They should have been retired at least 3 years ago, both of them. And think about that. Your quarterback is overpaid. Your running back is, he finally is healthy for 1 year, but that's more of a product of your offensive line than him. And I know a lot of people hate to hear that phrase, but that's how it looks like to me with him. And your fullback's a fullback, whatever. Your tight ends, I think
he should have never got fucking paid, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Ferguson should never got paid. I think Spanford has more ability. I see a guy that's got talent that just needs to play. I just want to see more.
Spanford.
Yeah, he just seems like it. But
at least he got some speed on him once he gets the fucking ball, man. Ferguson he's like Jason Witten at the end of his career where he catches the ball and just goes down.
Right. Well, not only that, it's like Ferguson, he catches the ball and goes right down. Spanford, I feel like he'll break a tackle at least. He'll do something with it. Not even just so much spreading the field down, but just being able to do something after the catch. And I just think he doesn't get enough chances. I go and watch what he did in college, which he didn't catch the ball much. But he seems like he has soft hands. I'm thinking, well, is he just not consistent? What is it? These are questions that they couldn't even answer after this year. If you had to evaluate this team honestly and look at what you have, okay, in terms of your young talent, you still don't know what you have. And that's pathetic. Joe Milton, the season's been over. Why is it the last 3-4 games Joe Milton wasn't playing so you at least know what you have there? I don't get it. And then Trey Lance, we saw that a whole exercise. You bring him in. Dak was lost for the season. You knew the season was over. Why didn't Trey Lance play the whole season out? These are careless mistakes that you should not be making. You can make fun of the Browns and the Jets and what they're doing, but you know what? They got all the data they need on all those players. They know who Justin Fields is in their system. They know what Tyrod Taylor is in their system. They know what Brandon Cook is. The Browns, they can say, okay, they know what they got with Dylan, Shedeur, Watson. They know what they have. Dallas can't say that because they don't give those players enough reps, enough on the field film for them to study and evaluate. And not even that matters. We've talked about this. They don't teach. They just say, here, let's draw up the plays. Okay, guys, run it. No, that's not going to work because college is becoming like how the NFL is. They're not teaching these players anymore.
Part of the reason why I want to get rid of Shoddy is his offense has no creativity. It doesn't scheme. It doesn't scheme anything. So what you end up with is the Jason Garrett offense, which is line up and be better than the man in front of you. There's nothing. Like, I see teams run the pick and rub routes and all different type of schemes to try to get that mismatch. You know what I mean? To make the defense think before the ball is snapped, so you get that miscommunication. Hey, I'm passing him off to you. Make sure you did. Oh, I didn't hear you say you was gonna pass him off to those type of, especially at home. You get that crowd advantage where it makes the defense communication struggle. Do the option routes, do the crossers, make them pass off routes to each other, so you can get the miscommunication and get the go route up the damn sideline, or the slant across the middle, or the dig. Like they just line up. That motion, it is not a real motion. If you take CD Lamb, you motion him over behind Dak Prescott, and then you motion him back to where he started. All that does is tell you man or zone. That doesn't create the mismatches.
Right.
Motion him over behind Dak Prescott, and then you motion him back to where he started. Derek? Who mic is that?
I don't know. That's you, Derek?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to fix that.
Yeah, but if you like, I'm watching the 49ers where he is actively trying to create the mismatches. He's all right, you're in man, so I'm gonna drag your ass across the field, and then I'm gonna make him sprint back at full speed around so that you trailing him. And that now creates the mismatch because my guy's at full speed. If you're gonna do zone, we're gonna bunch your ass up and we're gonna make y'all fight over each other to cover these guys.
That's why I think that if for some odd reason, I'm talking about if let's say Mike McDaniels gets fired, and I don't think he's a good head coach. I think he needs more seasoning, so to speak. That would be a good OC to bring in because I like how he builds his systems for his quarterback. And what happened to him when it comes to the Dolphins is the limitations just of the quarterback. Yeah.
Yo, Tua said in a press conference, I can't see over my lineman. I just throw the ball to where he's supposed to be. he said that shit, man. How are you supposed to win with a quarterback that can't see over his offensive lineman?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why Brian Flores didn't want his ass.
Yeah. Got to be real, I mean, that's what it comes down to. You got to be real with your players.
It'd be okay if we get Brian Flores as head coach and McDaniels as offensive coordinator. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and that's how you build a
That'd
team.
be a good combination right there.
Absolutely.
Because you need an offensive coordinator who's going to build your system around the actual talent you have. And Brian Flores does the same thing. But then the other thing Brian Flores brings to you is that we're going to be tough.
Yep.
And that's a good marriage. I really do. But the problem is, and I don't call it a problem, I think it's going to be the answer. He's going to make a guy like Prescott want to tap out. And I'm okay with that. And I guarantee it's not just Dak Prescott. There'll be other players on that team that will tap out. I mean, and want to leave. And I'm okay with that because then you're getting rid of all the trash. I mean, you heard the story about Michael Irvin with the list when Jimmy came into the Cowboys. Okay, these are all the guys that need to go. I mean, that's what the Cowboys need now. They need a purge of that culture, getting rid of all that trash. And Jerry, we talked about before, the whole organization, how they structure things has to get changed out. But it ain't gonna happen. I mean, because they just don't have the guts to do it.
It needs to happen.
I think you got a very finesse team on offense and defense. I think what they did was they tried to build this offense to score so many points that the defense can just play fast trying to get to the quarterback. And the problem is in that process, they forgot that if you can't get off the field on defense, you can't get the lead. And so you get teams that come in here and run the ball consistently down their throat and keep them on the field. And then by the time you get to the second half, these dudes are fucking exhausted. They don't even want to tackle. You saw what game was that? The Lions game, I believe. Those dudes quit in that fourth quarter. They didn't want to tackle nobody.
The Lions game to me was ridiculous because because you always take at certain teams, you look at them, okay, this is a team you want to grade yourself against. And I looked at obviously the Lions and the Eagles, right? Those are teams you want to grade yourself against. Even the Packers, and you could just tell the Lions are hungrier. They want it more. Okay, whether or not they are able to do it, they want it more. And honestly, I'm going to say this, and some people would disagree with me. I think Jared Goff is what's holding the Lions back.
Absolutely.
I think Dan Campbell was the one holding the Lions back.
No, he can at times, but at the core, I think Goff is holding them back more than we think. Because if he doesn't have a perfect pocket and the play doesn't go exactly as intended within the first two reads, and he has to improvise in any fashion, he's in trouble. And of course, if you get a couple good hits on Goff early in the game, he doesn't recover. And to me, that's a huge issue, for a quarterback, because you have to be prepared to take those hits and make those adjustments accordingly. If you can't do that, I mean, this is what the magic of the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allen, the Joe Burrows. That's what that's why I call elite, when you're able to make take those situations which are uncomfortable and do better. And you don't have that. I mean, you can look at the Packers. You can also look at the Packers situation with Jordan Love. It's a similar thing where. There's some limitations there, but the only difference I think Jordan Love he's shown some improvement. I don't know if it's enough, but he has shown some improvement.
My question, Derek, is: would you take Jared Goff over Dak Prescott right now?
I think it's the same guy, man. I'm sorry.
I would, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
I would too.
Because Jared Goff has shown if you put everything in front of him the right way, he can get you to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott, you can put everything in front of him, and he's shown that he can't.
That's fair. You're right.
Because Jared Goff has actually been the one. He lost, and he was the primary reason why they lost.
That's what keeps holding me.
But he can at least get you there. That's like if you got a car that can get you, this is a perfect analogy. There's cars that you better not put on the freeway. Dak Prescott is the car that you can't ever get on the freeway.
Yeah,
he's gonna break down. Jared Goff can get you on the freeway, but you better not drive it out of state.
So hold on. To simplify this for some people.
What's up, Daddy Savage?
What's up, JD? Thank you. I believe it's my first time on your show. I believe. Thank you for letting me on, man. I appreciate it.
It's not your second time, bro.
Yeah, I think it might have been my second.
Yeah.
I bleed blue and silver, but I have a draft channel because I cannot have a conversation with 90% of the Dallas Cowboy fan base out there, because no matter where they live, they import the water from Flint, Michigan, and they drink it.
Oh, shit.
Yo, getting back real quick to that Detroit game. Detroit, I think they put 4 rushing touchdowns on us with 2 rookie guards. My 3rd ranked guard, Tate Rutledge out of Georgia, and my 5th ranked guard, but had tackle flex from LSU, Miles Frazier. So that $100 million quartet of D tackles we got, 2 rookies destroyed them.
Damn.
Hey, Derek, you was trying to say something earlier?
Yeah. No, it's back to the golf thing, and when you put me on the spot on it, that was good because I just think that more I think about it, to give the good analogy of the two, Dak versus Goff. I mean, Dak to me is that car where the hood of the car is missing, it's burning oil, you're seeing that in the exhaust. And Goff to me is just like that car that it needs a lot of tender love and care to get it going. But it could probably get there, but you got to put a lot more effort into it. And like you said, you could probably win with that. I mean, if you put him with like the Ravens defense, you probably could win a Super Bowl with him. But Dak, I don't care what you give him. He's shown that he's been given in different times and different phases of his career, and he's never been able to put the whole thing together. And it's just pathetic.
But I see Dak Prescott, man. I'm always reminded of, man, when we was growing up, I grew up with damn near nothing, man. And I remember my mom trying to turn the key, and she was patting that fucking gas pedal just to get the motherfucker started to get going. And you basically got in that car every single day, and you just prayed that it would start.
Yeah.
That's Dak Prescott, man.
Bro.
But
In
it
a
just seems like with
nutshell.
golf, it just seems like with golf, it's like, you know, the weather has to be perfect, the wind has to be a certain thing for him to throw a
I agree.
line. I mean,
agree.
it's just
Jared got his flaws too, I think, but still, man.
He can at least
put
get
the right
you there.
reference around. I think a lot of it is about Dan Campbell too, man. I said this about Dan Campbell,
Yeah.
man. He's gonna cause them not to make the playoffs, and that's exactly what he did, bro. I'm telling you, it's too much
Joe Burrow.
talent. It's too much talent on that Detroit team, bro, for them not to be in the playoffs, man. And that's
Hey,
coaching.
they haven't won a game since they played the Cowboys.
yeah, their secondary needs help, but you're right, it's still good enough to get the job done. It's just for some reason they've just not been able to put the picture together. Yeah, and golf is, I agree with Nate Dogg. Golf is way smarter than Dak. It's night and day on that. That's just no question on that.
Quick question, just throwing it out there because I'm a draft guy. JJ McCarthy on Dallas and his $76 million, Dak $76 million contract put on the defense. What do you think of that team?
JJ can't stay healthy.
Yeah, JJ.
I understand that, but he's still still a young kid with 10 years left to go.
Yeah, but you're gonna be playing half the season with the backup. So who's the backup?
Yeah.
I'm just saying a young quarterback, and throw his $76 million on the defense.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, I would
I
rather
think
have
it's
I would rather have a strong defense over a high-powered offense.
Absolutely.
I just think JJ's body is not built to play in the NFL. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
And if you were to tell me that if I talk about young quarterbacks, right? So if we were to, I don't know, what's a good quarterback? What's a young quarterback that just came out with JJ McCarthy? That class. Who else is there?
Bo
Drake
Nix,
May? Oh, Bo
Drake
Nix.
May.
Bo Nix, Drake May, and is there anyone else?
I have to go back.
How
to my
long Bryce
books.
Young been in the league? 2?
Yeah, you got Mac Jones. Mac Jones is the same class as Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
but Matt Jones been in the league for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
So
He was wasn't he Bill Belichick's last draft?
yes.
Yeah.
So if you told me the same question you're asking me, if I could take Dak's contract, put that in the defense or the whole team as a whole, and have Mac Jones or shoot, I said
Drake
before,
May.
I take Trey Lance. Drake May, I wish, but we're not going to suck enough to get a pick like him. That's not realistic. But
You don't need to. You got 2 first-round draft picks.
That's what I was
Give
about
me
to
a
say.
right now
Don't
you
we
do.
got them picks?
yeah, but like I said, this is a hypothetical based on what you got Dak right now. So it's kind of
Hey, let me ask Danny Savage a question. With those picks we got, Danny Savage, would you think? I've been hearing a lot about this draft not good for quarterbacks, but it's a few out there though. What you think we could do with them picks to try to move up or something?
We don't have any. We can't move up. We're not gonna be able to move up. Mendoza's gonna go number 1 overall to the Raiders. Or if the Giants somehow lose and the Raiders win, Giants would then trade that pick for a boatload of picks. Mendoza's gonna go 1.
Man.
I'm not a big fan of the Oregon kid. It's a horrendous quarterback draft. It's probably the worst left tackle draft I've seen in 40 years. It's horrendous. Now, right tackle is different. There's maulers. There's a legit 6'7" maulers at right tackle. Left tackle, no bueno. One running back, it's gonna be me personally. If I were the Cowboys, I would either go 2 stud linebackers or I go a big linebacker and an edge. You know, it's a very deep safety class. I see no reason to listen. You take a safety really, really early, he better be Ed Reed. I don't see.
Overall.
Yeah, we have to go defense with those 2 picks. We have to. You know.
You could get the linebacker. You're probably best bet try to get the linebacker first, and then the edge second.
Yeah, I would listen. If Sonny Styles is there, I think we're picking 14. Hopefully, I would jump from Ohio State. I would jump on him in a second. He's not even done growing. His dad played in the NFL. He came to Ohio State. He was playing safety. This is only his second year playing quarterback. 6'4", 250. He's not done growing. And he's not even 100% knowing what he's doing. And people want to like bitch about him. Yo, watch him versus Indiana against the run. Bro, that kid's a dog. He's a straight dog.
So you don't think? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I'm just saying I would go. If I had a double dip, let's just say I would go C.J. Allen out of Georgia. You know, but also there's other linebackers out there. I would prefer an edge. I would prefer a bigger edge. But yet all our fan base wants is 6'1" to 6'2", 240-pound edges.
What happened to that defensive end that went to? Did he go to the Browns or was it the Bengals? I can't remember. From Texas A&M.
Oh, Shamar Stewart. Yeah, he did. That was the Bengals. He sat out all OTAs, all training camp. He signed like a week before the season, and he did absolutely nothing because there was over language in his contract.
Right.
But yet he was a beast in college, yet he had 4 sacks in 4 years. He was the Tank Lawrence of Texas A&M. He had 4 sacks in 4 years, but he had like 50 pressures his senior season.
I think he would have been a great pick for Dallas, especially great combination right there. Because then now you got the size up front. And then if you had gotten that and you go into this draft, you could have got these linebackers, like you were just talking about double dipping. I mean, I know some people don't like the concept of that, but sometimes you just got to be honest with yourself and realize, hey, it don't matter. That's what you need.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I never would have took Tyler Booker when he picked. I know he was not BPA, but that's our problem. The other 31 teams in the NFL know what we're picking because we go into the draft with positions void. So everyone knows BPA was Tyler Warren, the tight end out of Penn State, and Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. Those were the BPA. I could have got you a guard in round 2. I could have got you a guard in round 3. You know, did Booker, is he looking good? Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say? And then round 2, Ezraku, yeah, he was good in college, small. Dallas has a fascination with small guys. When you can't stop the run, you need big guys. I don't know, man. Listen, what I say I would do, then I'm like, these guys probably didn't draft a kicker the first round, a long snapper. They're gonna fuck this up. It's like.
Well, here's one, Danny, for you. I mean, on top of that, I mean, even before that, the Cowboys like to tell everyone what their business. They don't know how to shut up. I mean, they keep bringing up stuff like the Herschel Walker trade. That's why no one wants to trade with you. You think about how many times they tried to trade with the Jets in the past. Luckily, it turns out they got lucky last time. They didn't get blown off, which Jamal Adams.
Yep.
But it's because they keep trying to shove that in everyone's face. Hey, the Herschel Walker trade. Hey, we know what we're doing, and blah, blah, blah. Just shut up. Do like the Ravens do. You never know what the Ravens are going to do going into the draft.
Well, listen, I agree with you 1,000%. But then right after the Herschel Walker trade, we did like 2 years later, we did the Charles Haley trade, and in my opinion, that was the last trade the Dallas Cowboys have won. We have lost every single trade since then.
Right, because go back to that time period, as you know, they weren't airing out all their laundry like they are doing now. That's all I was getting at with that. But go ahead.
When Charles Haley retired, we were trying to replace him for years. We passed on Randy Moss for Greg Ellis. Then we passed. Then we could have got Ed Reed, but no, we took Roy Williams instead. The Arizona Cardinals had this kid. He was hot out of Florida State, Andre Wadsworth. He came out flying his first 2 years. Jerry offered Arizona 2 1s. Thank God Arizona said no. Thank God Arizona said no because he had bone on bone in his knees. He was out of the league in 5 years, Andre Wadsworth. Man, he played maybe 5 years. He was out. And Jerry was offering 2 1s. Then they gave up.
JB Savage,
Yep.
Derek. I got to bounce. I got a meeting for the end of the year.
All right,
So,
Sensor, man.
No problem,
Appreciate you,
sir.
bro.
Appreciate it,
Right
Sensor.
on,
appreciate
Sensor.
it. Y'all have a happy New Year, man.
Happy New
Sir,
Year,
you too.
everybody.
Happy New Year, guy.
Yeah, I mean, then what? We gave up 2-1s for
Go ahead,
Galloway,
Danny.
lost. You know, we traded for Roy
Yeah.
Williams,
2 for
lost.
Galloway. Was
Traded
it
for
2
Cooper,
for
then
Roy
paid to
Williams,
give him
too?
away, lost.
Was it 2 for
It's just,
Galloway,
I don't
too,
know.
Danny?
Yet Williams, like you said, we've been connected to Williams for what years? Quentin Williams. Years.
I know, Gallup. I know we gave up number one. Was it 2-1?
Galloway, yeah. 2 number ones for Joey Galloway.
Okay, what about Roy Williams? How many ones?
2
we
number
gave
ones
up
for
Roy
him.
Williams?
Yeah, and he blew his knee out first game of the year.
But yeah, that was for Galloway, and then Roy Williams, he just never did anything.
Yeah. Galloway blew his knee out though. The first game, he was out.
Roy did.
Roy Williams never did nothing. Then we traded for Amari and then paid to give him away. Pickens trade I wouldn't have done. Me personally, I got rocks
Yeah,
thrown
you
at
was
me.
on that, Danny.
When
You
we
was
traded for
one of
him,
the
people were
ones.
throwing rocks at me because I
Yeah.
said he runs lazy routes.
Yep.
He gives up on games.
I remember
He
that.
doesn't run block, and he vanishes for 2-3 games, 4 games at a time. But then he'll pop off 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then he'll vanish. You know, and our fan base, you know.
Well, they're just looking at the standpoint of it's a star player. I mean, Jerry's got them trained looking at you need star players. And to me, Pickens, if he had a contract in place of some kind, let's say it was, a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just say you had a decent contract with him, right? And you trade for him, and you look at him as a number 2. I mean, he has the potential. Honestly, let's be honest. He's more talented than CeeDee Lamb, but he'll never do what he needs to be that player he's capable of. And I agree with you, Danny, in terms of like, if I had to look at it from the standpoint of a business decision, it is a horrible trade because, you're not in a position to pay him the money he wants to. So why are we doing that? And when your quarterback is Dak Prescott, I mean, it doesn't do nothing for you. It'd be one thing if you had Matthew Stafford or Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, and you're saying, okay, we're going all in this year. Let's see what happens. And then you don't make it. You say, okay, well, at least you gave it a shot. But we all knew going into this year that the Cowboys were going to do nothing because they did nothing in the offseason. You bring in a coach that's never coached. There's obviously a reason he's never been a head coach. And we've talked about that ad nauseum. And your draft, just like Danny pointed out, was not as effective as it should have been. Your scouts all need to be fired because that kid from Boston College did not develop the way he should have. And, of course, we know the Cowboys are not able to develop.
No, you got to fire the scouts, not the players. For some reason, our fan base hates Michigan players. Yet this past draft, my number one corner was not Travis Hunter. It was Will Johnson from the University of Michigan. And he slipped to round 2 to the Arizona Cardinals. And he's the top-rated rookie corner in the league. He has like 41 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 10 passes defensed.
Yeah,
Yet,
we signed a cornerback.
you got to fire the scouts, not the players that we draft.
Well, the problem, the thing is we have had no luck with Michigan, so it's kind of why a lot of people want them off the table.
Yeah, but why sign a cornerback?
But you notice if you do a deep dive on Dallas's scouts and see their last names, either their dads played for Dallas or their dads coached for Dallas 60, 70 years ago in some capacity.
And that's why I say clean house. But sorry, go ahead, JB.
No, I was just saying.
I agree.
What was the purpose of damn signing Siobhan Rebel when he was injured? We could have drafted a cornerback that was healthy. But yeah, we go get this guy, and when did he come in and play his first game? Around Thanksgiving or some shit?
So,
Or
yeah. Well, it's Jerry just has. It's like when Uncensored says they have this faith in that doctor, and that doctor, he tells them the sky is red. Jerry's like, the sky is red, and they just have this belief that they can bring in players that are hurt and fix them up. I don't know why they think that, but I mean, I ain't doing that. I mean, Revel, I liked the kid in college when I saw, but then you're talking about a back injury, man. I mean, I don't know about that. There's unnecessary risk, man. And the Cowboys are not good enough to do that. I think that's what the Cowboys understand. They don't understand where they're at. They think that they can take unnecessary risks. And the answer is they can't, because your quarterback does not allow you to do that.
Well, they're going to have to finally realize, boy, that he is a
I
part of
can't
it.
hear JB for some reason.
You can't hear
I
me?
don't know what, man.
No, I can hear you. It's happened to me too, Danny. You're just gonna have to restart.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, shit. My connection ain't good? Yeah,
No, I
can
don't
you
think it's
hear
your
me?
connection. I think it's more to do with the software. This particular software for the live stream. Sometimes
Oh,
that
okay.
happens.
Oh,
So it's something
okay.
you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hawk, you're right, man. Jimmy had a football mind, and right now you don't have a guy who's not only just a coach, but someone that knows how to evaluate talent. Jimmy's ability to evaluate talent is something the Cowboys have lacked for years. I mean, that ability to find a Leon Lett, Darren Woodson, Brock Marion. I mean, they're all low picks guys, and you're grabbing them and they turn into just diamonds. I mean, all we've been doing is finding Cole and other kinds of drafting the wrong Michigan players.
But yeah, man, like I was saying,
Yeah.
man, this coaching
I
staff.
definitely think you're there, but you see, go ahead. Get out.
You good, Savage? Go ahead. Oh, damn.
All right, go ahead, JB. You were saying?
Because he might have been doing what you were doing, Derek.
Yeah.
Nah, I was just saying with this coaching staff and shit, we don't really. I won't say we, but I haven't really put no onus on Will McClay because I thought he was doing a good job. You know what I'm saying, bringing in talent. I don't know what it is, the combination of the coaching and the particular talent, or what the fuck it is. Is Jerry Jones paying people too early? Because I mean, Osa. I used to root for Osa, but he didn't do shit till we got Quentin Williams.
Well, it's
You
a
know
common
what I'm
problem. It's a common problem that all fans will all have. We like to love our guys, and you kind of, like I said, you got to look at your team and be like, okay, is this player as good as the real elites? You got to look it up. And Osa, to me, I always thought Osa should have been a defensive end. I wanted to see him play that, just kind of like when we had Goldston. I don't think Goldston was a defensive tackle. They kept trying to make him that, but I thought he was an end. And with Mozzie, I'm not saying Mozzie was going to be anything good, but you change his body. I mean, he comes in the league and you're telling him, hey, I want you to remake your body to be less than what you're used to, and then you're trying to make him play a position out of position.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on and on. I'm like, what are we doing here? And that's the coaching part of it. And on the scouting part of it, you guys are obviously not evaluating and drafting the players that your coaches actually want, the skill sets that you want. I mean, you kind of did with what's his name? Dan Campbell. Not Dan Campbell. I'm sorry. The coach. Who was our defensive coordinator again? Dan Quinn. Sorry.
Oh, Dan Quinn.
When Dan Quinn was here, you kind of did that a little bit. But on the offensive side, let's be honest, we haven't had a coach, and Mike McCarthy is not that coach that knows what to draft. Mike McCarthy's like, you buy the dishes and I'll cook with it.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make it work. And he did that in Green Bay, but we don't need that. We need a coach that has an idea of what he wants to cook and gives that grocery list to Will McClay, and Will McClay goes and executes it. And
that's why I think Brian Flores, to me, would be a good culture change and a good head coach for the team. I've been hearing that he tried to sue the NFL and he had beef with Jerry Jones with all this shit. But man, if we want change in Dallas, we want real culture change, not that shit they talking about Brian Schottenheimer was supposed to bring. But a winning attitude and a winning fortitude for the Brian Flores, man, I think that can change a lot in Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, well, that's what we were saying the other day. I mean, Brian Flores, Eric Bieniemy, just because you just want that toughness.
Yeah, I forgot about the Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, you want those two guys in there just to basically just beat these guys into shape. I mean, Hugh was not Hugh Morris. Yeah, the Vikings coach, if he gets fired, he's a good defensive coordinator. I mean, you just want a team of guys that are hardened guys on these players.
Yeah.
Where you want players who decide they want to leave because you're being too tough on them. That's what you want. Get all the weak guys out. You just want people who are hungry, who really want to play football. Like Dak Prescott's who are like, it's all good. I made my money. Like that intro. Play that intro. What does he say? He says, I play this for free.
Yeah, I don't play for money. I don't play for money. Yeah, right. But appreciate you, Derek, for stopping through, man. And Danny Savage, Uncensored, y'all came through. Everybody in the chat. I just want to do a little live because I know everybody going to be getting ready for, New Year's Eve. New Year's tonight and shit. So, we're going to see coming on Sunday that Patty stats some more.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, bro. I'm out of here, man. Appreciate it.